So the phrase that you've used before is that this is a turn-of-the-century building and that you want to make it into a state-of-the-art facility. Can you maybe elaborate on that transition?
Well, the auditorium was actually built in 1932. And as you can see by some of the architectural design, it's very reminiscent of that particular period, that architectural design. So what we want to do in its restoration is maintain the integrity of that design. It's modeled after Carnegie Hall, I've been told. So the renovations will capture the history that's associated with the design and bring it up to date so that youngsters have the benefit of performing in a place like this with the accoutrements of modern day technology and facilities. So that will include extending our stage, appropriate professional lighting and sound, putting the appropriate ventilation in the room so that it's conducive to being able to accommodate large groups, making it available not just for our students, but being able to make it a venue for other performers that may want to come to Mount Vernon as well, because currently there are no venues in our community where outside performers can come. In the past, Ella Fitzgerald, Louis Armstrong, New York Philharmonic performed here, and we'd like to bring those kinds of performances back to Mount Vernon.
Could you talk a little bit about, we were talking about the history of it and also the characteristics. There's so many characteristics, it seems, to this facility that you would want to stay intact, but at the same time upgrade certain components. Could you maybe specifically talk about the technology that you want to see, but also the fresco or whatever it is that you want to maintain?
Right. So the artwork, the murals that are in the auditorium right now were actually commissioned back in 1940 by a woman. The muralist was a woman who actually lived in Mount Vernon, graduated from A.B. Davis. Her name is Louise Braun. And she was born in 1906, and she was commissioned by the government, which was a program that was designed, the Federal Art Project. It was designed to really create employment opportunities for artists who wanted to and needed to create some sort of income after the Depression. So she was commissioned, and so these murals were done at that time, and they have such historical significance. We want to maintain that. In fact, we want to restore them. So that in and of itself has some tremendous historical value to us, and our children need to be able to appreciate that. We also want to maintain the integrity of the circular configuration of the room, which makes for great acoustics and providing the appropriate sounding behind stage, so that when youngsters are in band or they are in dance, they're able to use the space behind the stage without interfering with what's going on out here. So those are some of the technology upgrades that we will be providing in this incredible facility.